Welcome back everybody to my latest Q&A. Before I get to the questions, a couple of quick announcements. First of all, I do have channel memberships if you'd like to join and support the channel. Channel members get about 7 to 8 exclusive videos per month. I reply to all channel member comments on all videos, and channel members also usually get a sneak preview of most of the videos I post. I also give away channel memberships during the premiere of my Q&As. So if you're not a member, stick around for that. Next up, I have a Discord I've recently launched where I'm chatting with people throughout the day and also giving away 2 items per week. Unlike the giveaway on my website, which I give away something new on Amazon, on my Discord giveaways, I give away things that I've actually reviewed, so they're slightly used, but they're the ones that appeared in my videos. So all you have to do is join Discord. There's no obligation, nothing to buy. I don't even ask for your email address. Just join the Discord. There's 2 giveaways there per week. My final announcement is there's actually a Spanish language version of this channel. Now it is dubbed, but I do try to make it digestible for people who speak Spanish. So if you know anyone who you think might enjoy this channel in Spanish, send them along to freaking reviews in Espanol. But with that, let's get to the first question. The first question is someone wants to know my opinion of the Star Wars Holiday Special. Now, if you're not familiar with the Star Wars Holiday Special, it was a complete disaster in 1978. In fact, George Lucas said he wants to find every copy and smash it with a sledgehammer. So it's worth watching in a complete disastrous way. To me, it's a beautiful disaster. It's so bad, it's worth watching. What's funny though is that was in 1978. There were 3 beautiful disasters in 1978. You had the Star Wars Holiday Special. You also had Kiss Me's The Phantom of the Park, which is a TV movie. It was awful. I remember watching that one when I was a kid. Even as a Kiss fan, I was embarrassed to watch it. And then of course, you also had the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band movie, which almost ruined the career of Peter Frampton because it was so bad. In fact, when I was a teenager, everybody called me Peter Frampton because I looked like him. The next question asks what channels I like to watch. I don't really watch other reviewers, I guess because I don't really want to affect my reviews. But I do watch a lot of astronomy and physics, you know, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Brian Cox. Lately I've been watching a bunch of old boxing matches, just kind of a phase I'm going through. I also go through phases where I watch those walking videos where people have the point of view walking around different cities I've never been to. Like I just watched a really cool one the other day in Tokyo. So it's kind of all over the place. I guess like most people watch YouTube. ChuckWin4971 asks, what do your acquaintances think about your profession? I think a lot of my friends think it's kind of cool, but a lot of them can't really relate to it. The time, the research, the production, the nuances to YouTube, I don't think a lot of my friends who don't make videos can really understand what it takes. I think a lot of them thinks it's easy. They just see the end result. It might look easy in the end result, but it's not behind the scenes. A lot of my friends have actually expressed surprise you can actually make a living doing this. This person asks, how much time do you spend researching and preparing prior to recording? Also, how do you go about finding said products to review? Do you have an idea of what you want to focus on, or do your discoveries just occur naturally? Now, the time spent definitely varies. That cooling umbrella that I just did, that was very quick. You fill it up, either it works or it doesn't. Something like a frying pan when you have to try different foods, different temperatures, that can take several days. As far as finding products goes, most of them these days I get from viewer requests, but I also have kind of sessions where I go on Amazon or TikTok or Snapchat and see what's going around and try to find interesting things there. As far as planning out goes, I usually make a plan and it never turns out the way I expect. The next person says they want to see me without my beard. Now, I haven't gone beardless in a long time. I guess I can show you some pictures of me over the years without a beard or with less facial hair, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be going beardless anytime soon unless I absolutely have to. I think the last time I had no beard whatsoever was at least 15 years ago. This next person asked what my favorite movies are. I would say that off the top of my head, Inception, that's a great one. AI from back in 2001. Anything by Christopher Nolan, anything by Quentin Tarantino. That's my answer. As far as guilty pleasures goes, I can never get enough of the Back to the Future trilogy or the vacation movies. So that's my answer. Stone Pot Waffles asks, when are you going to have a garage sale? I'm probably not gonna have a garage sale. I want people showing up to my house. I used to just give boxes and boxes of stuff away to charity, but now I'm giving all the stuff away on my Discord. And there's no obligation or sign up or anything. Just join Discord, enter the contest. There's not a lot of entries, so there's a pretty good chance of winning something on there. So that's my garage sale now. And the price of everything is free. This person asked, if you didn't get into YouTube, what would you ideally be doing for a living? And do you think that would be a more or less satisfying lifestyle? I'd probably still be a blogger, which is what I was doing before YouTube. And I did like doing that, having multiple websites where I wrote for. I'd probably be doing that. I don't think I'd be nearly as happy though. It's a different kind of grind. I'd probably be a struggling blogger still. This person asked, is the long bar in your backyard used for squirrels who escape if Bailey tries to chase them? Speaking of Bailey, can we get a side channel for her? I'm assuming you mean this bar here. This is actually what I use for my solar panel on, to face south about a 45-degree angle when I do charge up my rock pals. I don't think it would help anything get out of the yard because there's still several feet of wall there. But as far as a side channel for Bailey goes, she's getting kind of older. I think she's starting to go into her golden years, so to speak, so probably not. I probably missed my chance by a few years on that one. This person asked, what was one thing you were really excited to review and then disappointed when you did, or was there something you had low expectations for that exceeded them instead? I have numerous examples of both. As far as disappointing goes, the icy slushy maker, huge disappointment. The Star Wars toaster, that was a big disappointment. Space Pong I thought was going to be fun. It was fun because it was so bad. The Dippin' Dots maker, that was a major disappointment. It didn't really make Dippin' Dots. As far as surprise goes, just off the top of my head, the Illusion humidifier I bought from Five Below, that was kind of cool. I didn't expect much from that. The double-decker ice cube tray just seemed like something cheap, generic thing online. I actually still use it. And that cutting board set I did, even though it's kind of expensive, I've actually found that to be surprisingly useful. Justin asks, what is your favorite Ninja product you reviewed? Now that's hard to decide. I would say the Ninja Foodie Never Stick still ranks really high. Although in the last 6 months, I've probably used the Ninja Express Chop more than all the others. So right now, this is my current favorite, but ask me in 6 months, I might have a different answer. 2 quick questions here. Linda wants to know boxers or briefs. Boxer briefs, but I don't discriminate. And 21 Darkster wants to know waffles or pancakes. I gotta go with waffles. Not only are they crunchy, but they also have the way of holding the syrup in place instead of just running off the edges. I like pancakes, but I like waffles a little bit better. Roasted One 1394 asks if I would grow my hair back. I would not grow my hair back. It abandoned me once. I'm not taking it back. If I did, I would just have like the ring around I would look like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. It wouldn't be good. I feel like in the 80s, I kind of used my quota of hair. I had so much of it back then. At some point, it just kind of ran out. Someone asked what metal bands I've been listening to lately. I definitely am a metalhead, but lately I've been going through entire discographies of kind of classic bands. I just finished Rush. I just finished the Beatles. I'm not sure. Maybe Pink Floyd is next. I haven't been listening to a lot of music outside of that, but I did recently see Static X and Seven Dust in concert, and Seven Dust is one of the best bands live I've seen out there, so I guess that's about it. This person asks, do you ever get burnt out on reviewing items? If I find myself getting burnt out from the entire process, I usually just try to change things up. I might go from shorter videos to longer videos. Sometimes I'll buy a new piece of equipment. I might even film something like a vlog just to mix things up. I might just take a couple of days off. So I do have quite a few ways of combating burnout, which I fortunately don't experience too often. This person asks, what is your best advice for someone starting a review channel on YouTube in 2024? My first advice is to give an honest review and try to make it as entertaining and informative as you can. Always look for the pros and cons and always try to let some of your personality show through, and don't be afraid to go off topic once in a while and just talk about things in your life. Don't let the know-it-alls in the comments bother you. A good piece of advice Mr. Beast usually gives is to make one small improvement on every video, and over time you're gonna have a much nicer looking end product. If you need any help or advice, feel free to email me or message me on Discord. Now here's one. Someone says, what is one thing you wish you knew when you started your channel that you know now? Back in the early days when I would hit the camera, I wouldn't even bother to clean up my area. If I had like a pile of dishes or a pile of towels or something, I always leave them. I'd probably go back in time and remind myself that these videos are pretty much online forever and you don't really want to preserve those messes. Nada Bunny asks, what's a discontinued product that you miss or were surprised to see unavailable? The first thing that comes to mind recently is the Rock Pals. That was the power station I did. I really liked that one, and a lot of people liked it too. Quite a few people expressed interest in it and I think bought the unit, so I was really surprised to see that's discontinued. In past years, I would say the Easy Edge Sweeper, that's one that was on QVC. I spoke to the inventor. All the ASEAN TV companies kind of copied it. So not only did the Easy Edge go away, but all the knockoffs did as well. Now all you can find are cheap models on Amazon. This person asks, what has been your favorite thing to review so far this year? I was just looking over everything I've reviewed this year. I keep it on a spreadsheet, and there have been some interesting things. Some examples off the top of my head would be the tumbler ice molds, the Presto Stuffler, the Super Cubes, but nothing really that screams best of the year so far. So unfortunately I have 6 more months because I don't really think I have any solid contenders at this time. Well, that's it for this Q&A. I appreciate you sticking around for that. Please be sure to check out my Discord, my memberships, my frequent reviews in Espanol, and I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time.